Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Werkene. In this video record, I'm going to explain purpose and element of public administration. In our previous video record, we have seen, the scope of public administrations, which actually determined by the responsibility or the activity that we are expecting from the government. Therefore, the scope of public administration is as wide as the activity of the government, right? Now, in this video record, we will talk about the purpose and element of public administrations. Here are some brainstorming questions, therefore, please pause here or stop here and read this brainstorming question and share with us your previous experiences on the following questions. How does public administration contribute to good governance and public trust? What are the key elements that make public administration function effectively? How do rule, procedure, and accountability shape administrative actions? How do weakness in administrative element affect the overall purpose of public administrations? So pause this video here and try to reflect on the following brainstorming question. In the brainstorming question, as always, there is no right and wrong answer or question. Therefore, all your answer or what is expected from you is only to share your experience with us on these specific questions. Existing knowledge, existing experience, reflection, or your expectation, depending on the general knowledge that you have. What is your reflection on this question? That's what we are looking in this brainstorming question. So try to respond to this brainstorming question. Now let's start on the purpose of public administration. Purpose of public administrations. Public administration is about caring, is about responding to the public needs, right? Public administration is in a government administration. It is government in action, of course. Public administration is government in action, right? So what is the purpose of that public administration? So public administration exists to serve the public good. It is one of the tools of the government to respond, to serve the communities, to serve the citizens, to respond to the public need, to solve public problems, right? Public administration exists to support the government, to respond to the need of whom? The citizen, the public at large. It is one of very essential tools that the government uses, of course, to solve public problems, social problems, economic problems, health problems, infrastructure related problems, right? Road, those infrastructure, right? So the main goal of public administration is to deliver service and good to the society. That is the main goal or purpose of public administration. Of course, the government, as I told you, it is the backbone of the government. It is the right hand of the government because the government uses public administration to respond, to communicate, to talk with the community. It is the face of the government at the local level. It is a face of a government at down there, at the local, at the Kabali, at Warada, at zonal, and even at the regional levels. It is a face of a government. Right? If the public institution and the public administration and the public employees are good, professional, then that government is practicing good governances, right? Otherwise, the opposite will happen. So meet individual and the community need is another purpose of public administration. It's about meeting individual and the community needs. Individual needs or community needs. Therefore, public administration focus on using resources efficiently and effectively in order to achieve its end goal. Its end goal is about serving the communities. These resources include people, money, materials, technology, and all those stuff are there. Is about using those technologies, those resources efficiently and effectively, responding to the community's needs. That is the end goals. Therefore, we can say, even we can add these things as the purpose of public administration is about improving organizational performance and behavior. Public administration, by practicing good governances, right? By responding to the need of the community as good as possible, according to the rule of the land, right? Then practicing good governance. That is the end goal of public administration. This process help or improve organizational performance and behavior, right? If the organization are practicing, of course, good governance, then their performance is good. Their behavior is good. It is predicted, is known, right? For investor, for citizen, for everyone, right? If they go there, they will get appropriate responses without any, present or gifts, right? So ensure harmonies between institution and employees. That's also another very important objective of public administration. By using existing policies, laws, procedure, strategies, public administration want or aim to promote or harmonize the relation between institution, that is the system itself, and employees, the workers. So another objective of public administration is to develop effective structure and method. Effective structures. That's also the end goal of public administration. It's about developing effective public structure or public institution or public administration structure and a method of delivering service. Right? Method of responding to the public needs. Efficient one, effective one, standard one. So the public administration aim to develop standard or procedure to respond to some specific public issue as effective as possible, as good as possible, as effective and efficient as possible. Therefore, public administration aim to build scientific knowledge and practical solution for public needs. That is the end goal. Scientific knowledge, standardized knowledge to handle a given social or economic or political or any problem that the public at large encounter. That is the purpose of public administration. These are all the purpose of public administration. Let us now see the key element of public administration. In order to effectively deliver the purpose, public administration need to operate in this environment of public administration. Element of public administration is just simply is about environment of public administration. It is the atmosphere or the domain in which public administration operates. It is the domain. It is the framework in which public administration operates. And of course, achieve its end goal. Its purpose. The first one is organizations. The structure of the department, agencies, and the institution is one of the elements of public administration. Without organization, without those departments, without those agencies, without those institutions, we cannot achieve, or public administration cannot achieve its purpose. Therefore, organization is one of the elements that is, of course, very necessary to achieve its purpose. Personnel, that is public employees, obvious, finance, budget, that is another element. Decision making, formulating a policies, plans, and a key decision are very important. And that decision, that policies, strategies, plans, project, actually they will be a guideline for public administrations to achieve its end goal, to respond to the need of the communities, to achieve its end goals. Implementation is about executing policies and the deliver public service. So this is another element. Accountability and the control, right? In modern public administration, the three branches of government are actually working together. There is a check and balances. Therefore, accountability and control is all obviously exist in public administrations. Legal framework, that is the one of the rule of the judiciary, is both checking whether the rules, policies, everything are actually implemented according to the legal framework of the country, right? Public policy, creating and analyzing solution to public issues. Public policy is a policy of the government. It is the direction of the government that the government helps or that help government to respond to the need of the communities. Public policy is a guideline for the government that inform the larger community to do some specific things or not to do. So it is a rule that directs the public at large to do or not to do. Right? Public policy. That is also another very essential element of public administration. Communication is very essential. Technology, especially nowadays, without integrating technology in public administration, we cannot achieve the public administration purpose. Therefore, technology integration, technology utilization, effective administration of technology in public administration is so very important. Here is the case analysis activity. We'll practice this activity in our classes discussion. Here is in the next video record, I will talk about significance and the characteristics of public administrations. I hope this video record help you to understand the concept of the purpose of public administration as well as element of public administrations. Thank you very much for watching this video record. See you in the next video record. Have a nice time.